Hi everybody. What we're doing today is showing you how to use the PDF Annotator when you are teaching your first class using the Fujitsu computer. And so Leslie Bowie and Debbie Clow are on the line, and they are the experts in how to use the PDF Annotator. Hey everybody, this is John Lord, and I want to thank you for taking a look at this video. What we're going to be doing today is taking a look at how to use the PDF Annotator when you're in class and getting ready to present your class for that evening. Say, for example, you're going to be doing Audit 1, B1, R1, and you're looking at the desktop here like it'll look in class, and you're thinking, okay, how do I get this thing started? So what we're going to do is we've got Leslie Bowie and Debbie Clow, who are the experts in how to use the PDF Annotator, and they're going to show us just some basics of getting started, and then show us some neat tools that they've discovered as they've helped folks get going with teaching Becker using the PDF Annotator. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Leslie.
Thanks, John. The first thing we're going to do when you get your Fujitsu booted up in the classroom, the first thing you want to do is open the PDF Annotator. So find that icon on your desktop and double click on it. And double click on it. It's taking a second to open again. Open here. Let me try again. There we go. User error. Okay, once PDF Annotator opens, you'll need to open the PDF file you're going to use for that class. So go to the top left corner in the File, Edit, Tool drop-down area there. Select File and Open. Then you want to select your desktop. This is where all the folders and PDF files are housed. So double click on desktop, go to student versions. We want the student version of the textbook. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to open A1. So scroll down to the A1 textbook and double click to open that file. And there it is. John?
Wow. So that's the textbook right there. And I'm going to actually be annotating on the textbook using the annotator. I don't use a special software anymore. I just use the PDF Annotator to write on our book.
You got it. PDF Annotator is a very robust software program that allows you to do lots of annotations on it. Let me first show you how to go to the full screen mode. I think that's the best way for the viewing experience for the students. So again, go to your File, Edit, Tool, and View. Select the View drop-down there in the top left corner and go to Full Screen. By going to Full Screen, you'll see it gets rid of all the clutter, all those extra toolbars and drop-downs on your screen. But this is still a little bit far away for the students viewing. So if you go over to the magnifying glass in the bottom left of your screen, click on the magnifying glass and select Fit to Width. That makes the font size almost perfect there for viewing. Then for annotating on the screen, over in the top left, you'll see your annotation defaults. The first one is the black squiggly. If you click on that, hold it down for a second or two with your mouse, it'll bring up this these options. I like the top option is all the thicknesses of the pen. I like one of the middle options just because it makes it a little thicker than usual. I'm going to leave this one as black ink. Once you select the defaults that you want, you can click on the icon again and that pop-up will go away. Let's go down to the next squiggly. I don't want blue, so I'm going to, again, click on that, hold it down for just a second or two till the pop-up comes up. I'm going to go to the same thickness as I chose on the black one, which is the fourth one in there from the left, and I'm also going to select the red ink. Click on it again to take it away. Now it's going to default to those thicknesses and colors that you selected. Highlighter defaults can be changed the exact same way. I'm going to select the thickest option they have there and also leave it at yellow. And instead of the magenta highlighter, I'm going to change this one to green, also leaving it on the thickest. You can find the options that are best for you. But then it makes it very easy.
I only have 2 of each. Can I add more colors that are just be sitting there?
Yes, you can customize.
Oh,
sorry to interrupt, John. Go ahead.
No, I said, what if I wanted to add, say, a blue highlighter to be sitting there?
Yes, you can customize this toolbar to whatever you like by clicking on the gear button in the bottom left corner. That's the settings. It can be customized in there. I would suggest, though, be careful about customizing too much, because remember, another instructor is coming in to use this after you, and they want to be comfortable in the icons that are going to be there. But by clicking on that gear icon, you can select other defaults within the toolbar. So see how it has the gold wrap around it once we click on the gear? The gold border, I guess is a better word, that means it's customizable. So here's where you can scroll down and find the other icons. For this case, I'm going to choose the arrow. This is kind of a neat one. And then if I click off of it and select the arrow, you can use that as a pointer on your screen.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. What else can I show you?
The other question I had is, how do I scroll to the next page? I'm seeing page 1, but how do I get to page 2?
There's a few options for scrolling. One is the scroll bar on the left. You can use your stylus, just like you have before, by grabbing onto it and scrolling down. You can also use an external mouse if you want to have an external mouse hooked up. Sometimes that's a little less clunky than the stylus. And you can, in the bottom right corner there, you can click on the down arrow or just grab the scroll bar and slide. The third option, and we don't see it right here, it's over on the left, the vertical toolbar. We don't see it here. If you don't see an icon that you're used to seeing, click on the up triangle here above the magnifying glass. That displays additional icons for you. In here now we have this hand with the pointer finger. If you click on that, that allows you to use your stylus to drag the screen up. We're going to keep scrolling here.
I either use the stylus to move the screen by using the side scroll bar, or I can use an external mouse, or I can use this hand icon to move the screen like that, like you're doing right now.
Correct. Another option to go from page to page is on the bottom left of the toolbar, the up and down arrows. You can click on the down arrow, and that will take you to the next page. or the up arrow, which will take you to the top of the previous page. Another option, if you're wanting to advance a number of pages, you can click on the page number that you're on. In this case, it's at 4, and it will bring up this screen that shows all of the pages in the PDF file. And here you can scroll much quicker. Say we want to go to page 20. We click on now, scroll down to page 20, click on it, and here we are. If we want to now get rid of this extra toolbar, you can click on the X in the top right corner. Now you're on page 20. And you can do the same thing to go back. We were previously on page 4, so I'm going to click on the 21. Scroll back up to page 4. Select it. Close this toolbar, and now we're on page 4.
Great. So that was if I wanted to make a quick jump on the pages.
Exactly.
Where are the class questions? Do we still do those in class?
That was a perfect lead-in. I was just getting to that page. So now here's the first class question for A1 displayed on the screen.
I see. So they're actually...
Now it's embedded in the textbooks, the class question.
Oh, great. Oh, where's the answer?
Good question. So here it's displayed within the student's textbook and, of course, in our PDF, PDFs of the textbook as well, but there's no solution provided. If you want to display the solution on screen, you'll have to open the class questions PDF. So I am going to exit this full screen mode so that I can open that additional PDF file. If you go to the top left, the red icon, select that and go exit full screen. That will take you back to the main window of PDF Annotator. We're going to open the class questions files that are loaded onto the Fujitsus in the classroom. Select File, Open. Again, go to Desktop. This time we're going to choose the class question previews folder. Double click on that. Scroll down to the A1 class questions. And there
they are.
The questions are displayed with the solutions.
I see. Now, is there a way that I can look at the solutions before class? Because if I have my book and I'm just seeing it the same way the students are, it's not showing me the answer, right?
You're right. In the Faculty Resource Library, we have all of these class questions PDFs loaded along with the instructor version PDFs and student versions of the textbooks. So you can access those in the Faculty Resource Library at any time. Also, the in-class guides are there as well. The in-class guides detail out for each unit or each class what should be covered, and they're color-coded in red, yellow, and green. Green should be covered fully, yellow should be covered at a milder level, and red not covered in class at all. And also included in those in-class guides are the solutions, or sorry, the answers to the in-class questions for quick reference.
Oh, okay. So that's in the Faculty Resource Library. I can find for each section of the class the guide that shows me what to cover more, and then or less or not at all. The yellow being less, a little less, the green covered fully, the red not at all. And then it will show me the answers to these class questions there as well.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I can get this file that we're looking at off of the resource library.
Yes, all of the files that are located or that are loaded onto the classroom Fujitsus are in the Faculty Resource Library, plus additional resources like the in-class guides.
Perfect, and all that's in FMS.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Now let me show you this, John. So now you see at the top of the screen we have two tabs open. Here's the first tab. I'm going to click over on that. That's the textbook that we were just covering. Now since we've opened a second PDF, I'm going to click on that. This is the class questions file. So you can have multiple PDF files open to toggle between. Now keep in mind, you're going to be in full screen mode. You can open all the files in advance that you want for class, and then go to full screen mode. Again, just as a refresher, click on View, Full Screen, and then go down to the magnifying glass. Actually, here in this case, it defaulted to fit to width, but if it didn't, just as a reminder, you click on the magnifying glass and select Fit to Width. Now you can see it's on the class questions one. So you can show the students the explanations and then toggle back to the textbook by selecting the red icon in the top left corner. And see here it shows all of the PDF files that you have open. We're going to toggle back to the textbook, and it brings up the class questions that we're on. And now we still have the pointer finger, so we would scroll down to the next page. Or if we wanted to do that quickly, we can click on the down arrow below the page number, and it will take us to the top of the next page. So it's very easy to toggle back and forth between open PDF files, even in this full screen mode.
So if I wanted to now annotate on here, I would just click my stylus on the pen or highlighter that I want, and then I would just write like normal on there, right? Oh, okay.
You're right.
Just like the old software. Okay.
Just like the old software, you can toggle between them very easily.
Now, what if I make a mistake? Can I erase?
Yep, just go down to the eraser here. It's the blue and red icon. Click on it. And if you click on your annotation and the same stroke that you did when you were annotating it, it will erase it.
And then if I want to go back to the hand so I can scroll the page, I'd click back on the hand and I can scroll the page. I see. Okay. Then back to the pen when I'm ready to write again. Got it.
That's exactly right. And here, just since we added this arrow icon, I'm going to show you that again. Okay, we're getting ready to cover engagement acceptance.
Okay.
And then you can click back on a highlighter. It's very easy to go back and forth between the different annotation options.
And when I'm done, I go back up to that orange pen up there at the top, exit full screen, and then just exit the software at the end of the night?
That's exactly right. Select the red icon and go exit full screen mode, and you're back to the main screen. Now, one thing I'll tell you, when you close out of the PDF Annotator, in the top right corner, you can X out just like you can most programs. When you do that, it's going to ask you if you want to save the changes that you made, the annotations. Just make sure you hit discard so that it doesn't save the annotations for the next instructor that comes in.
Let's see, what's that 3.0 in-class guide down there?
Let's open it and see.
That's the in-class financial.
This is yes. Now, these will not be saved on the classroom Fujitsu's, so you won't typically find it here, but this is great so that we can show you what the in-class guides look like. So this is the in-class guide for the financial section. You can see that by reading the tab at the top. And this This first page here is for F1. It's the live class guides. So if we scroll down, we can see in F1, scrolled a little too far here, which topics we're going to be covering more in depth than the others. So modules 2, 3, 4, and 6 are green, so they'll be covered in depth. Modules 1, 5, and 7 will be covered not as in depth as the green and really based on how much time you have. And module 8 will not be covered at all in class.
I see. And was there the answers to the questions, the class questions? If I'm looking at this obviously before class because I got it off of the Faculty Resource Library and FMS, is this also where I find the answer to the questions? Yeah,
let's scroll down here. So the second page of this financial in-class guide is the timing for the multimedia. So live classrooms you'd be using the live. Yes.
Okay.
Everyone using the PDF Annotator software will be using the live in-class guide. So we're going to skip over page 2 here. We're going to go down to page 3. And here are the class questions for Financial 1 with the question code as well as the correct answer.
And then those are going to be embedded in the various modules as indicated.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. That's helpful.
And again, this will be, this is located in the Faculty Resource Library for your reference by section. So there's 4 different in-class guides, one for financial, one for audit, one for RAG, and one for BEC.
Okay. And we're spending 3 hours, so the classes will run from 6 to 9 in the evenings, and for Saturday classes, it's going to be 9 to 12, break for lunch, and 1 to 4, right?
That is correct for your location. Now, each instructor, depending on where they are located, they will want to double check it because there are some exceptions to that rule across the country. But okay. Yes, generally those are the times.
Okay. Well, that's very helpful. I'm pretty excited to go ahead and start working with this and using the Fujitsu and the PDF Annotator together. Looks like it gives us everything we had before in the old software plus some additional tools, so that's great.
Yes, I would agree. I think it's a very, very slick program once you get comfortable with it.
Okay. Well, that seems to answer my questions. I'm ready to get started on this. I see the instructor versions are there. I can still get the instructor versions off of the FMS, right? The Faculty Resource Library.
Yes, you can get the instructor versions of the textbook in the Faculty Resource Library. We have them loaded here too, but most instructors will teach from the unannotated or the student version of the textbook, which are located in this folder down below.
Okay. All right. Well, that all looks great. I appreciate you taking the time to walk me through that. Any last words of advice before I get going here?
No, I think you have everything you need to be successful with the new classroom format.
All right, thanks. I'll look forward to this, and for folks that are watching this, if there's anything that I can help with, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'm sure Leslie and Debbie will also be happy to help you with questions.
Great. Thank you, John.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye.